watching 2+U Nevada. Joining us this afternoon, Jen Obrich with the Girl Scouts of Sierra Nevada. Jen, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So we are here talking about the founder of the Girl Scouts because October 31st is her birthday, also known as Founders Day.
Yes. So Juliette Gordon Lowe was born October 31st in 1860. And she started Girl Scouts in 1912 with a troop of 18 girls.
In fact, she's right behind me, right above my head. She's the center woman there. And you were telling me she lived a very unique life, especially for the time in which she lived.
She did. She was interested in all of the things that girls were not supposed to do back then. So sports and outdoors and learning different skills like first aid and how to pitch a tent and how to cook outdoors and all of those fun things.
And you think about it, maybe that's how we ended up having, and I say we, I'm a former Girl Scout, how we had to get all those patches to learn all of those special skills. And what an important lesson for our young ladies growing up. What do you think that she wanted for the women and girls growing up in America, especially in the time in which she grew up?
She wanted girls to learn that there's nothing that they can't do. So she wanted girls to learn that they can be useful, they can change their communities, and they can learn important life skills.
What do you think her biggest legacy is?
Well, the Girl Scouts is her biggest legacy. But the best story I like to tell about her is when the Girl Scout movement was struggling in 1914. She sold her strand of pearls, which was a wedding gift, for about $8,000 to keep the movement going, which would be the equivalent of around $230,000 today.
So take your hand off and say that again. She sold these pearls, this pearl necklace, for how much, and how much was it worth?
She sold it for $8,000 back then. It was a coveted wedding gift, and she sold her pearls to keep the Girl Scout movement going in 1914. And that would be the equivalent of about $230,000 today.
That is amazing because she believed so much in its purpose. What do you think the Girl Scouts today is like compared to the Girl Scouts that she started?
Well, it's changed quite a bit over the years. We now have what we call our 4 pillars. So we teach leadership skills to girls through entrepreneurship, outdoors, life skills, and, forgive me, STEM. STEM's actually our largest pillar. We have 146 STEM badges now, I believe.
Wow.
And then we have our higher awards now as well, which we didn't have at the very beginning. And that's our bronze, silver, and gold. And the girls really changed the world through those awards. And they start that in 4th grade, going up to the gold award, which starts in high school. And the gold award is the highest award a Girl Scout can earn. It's the equivalent to the Eagle Scout, which everyone knows, but we want everyone to know about the Gold Award.
Absolutely.
And we have some local girls that have done some really amazing projects for our community. We have Sadie Beal in Tahoe a couple of years ago, got her Gold Award. She created what she called Cold Water Shock Campaign. So she realized that a lot of people were drowning in, not a lot of people, but people drown in Lake Tahoe because they don't understand how alpine lakes, how cold they really are and the dangers of them. So she created a video to teach you about the dangers of them, how to stay safe in Tahoe, put it on a sticker on a QR code, and then put it at 1,200 different boating on boats and boating facilities.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is so important. Well, okay, a phenomenal project there. Tell me more.
There's another one I could tell you about, and that was last year. Millie Grieve created what she called breast vests, which sounds funny when you say it, but she actually sewed neoprene vests to go over the CPR dummies for the Reno lifeguards because she realized they were never taught how to do CPR on women.
Well, that just seems okay. Oh, good on her.
And I think she led workshops for 1,000 different volunteers and lifeguards and had a 71% response that they felt more comfortable doing CPR on women.
You know, that is really important. What wonderful work by these local women, local young women. You know, when you tell those stories and you think about where it all started so long ago and where we've come today, you know, you really have to point to the Girl Scouts as being one of the key reasons why women are so confident and have this leadership skill, you know, throughout generations.
They do. We're over 50 million alumnus strong countrywide, and it really is the premier leadership organization for girls.
So if somebody is looking to join a Girl Scout troop, start a Girl Scout troop, volunteer for the Girl Scouts, where do they go?
GSSN.org, and you can find all of our volunteer information. You can also find information about Triumphant, which is our largest fundraising luncheon that we do throughout the year, and that includes a showcase with the girls, so you get to come and hear about all the amazing patch and badge programs that they do and what they learn, and you get to hear about their higher awards. We also have our STARS, which are our philanthropic society, and then we have a lot more ways to volunteer other than just being a troop leader.
Oh, that's phenomenal information. And again, the earliest age that a girl can join.
Kindergarten.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
You're watching 2+U Nevada.